Hi John, thanks very much indeed for contacting us and the telephone conversation we had earlier today. Now I'm lucky, I've actually got a similar machine to yours in the workshop, and I just thought I'd explain the fault and how to go about rectifying it. Firstly, you did send us some detailed pictures of the wiring that comes from the water valve going all the way to the circuit board, and I'll put that up on screen for people to see. I'll also put up on screen the damage that this damaged wire has done via the screw that holds the lid on, and the damage it's done to the circuit board. Now this, if you have not worked on the machine at all, and you can put your hand on your heart and say no one has touched the machine, I'm sorry to tell you, in my opinion, this is what I call a Friday machine. Sometimes in the manufacturing process, maybe a member of staff was rushing a job at the end of his shift and had not put the wiring harness incorrectly into the casing. But this has happened 18 months after you've had the machine. So I have no idea if someone has ever taken the lid off the machine and maybe not put things together correctly, and this is what's caused the damage. Let me just come down onto the floor here so I can show you. There are two screws that hold the lid in place, and the one screw lines up here, and as you can see, this is nowhere near next to the wiring. But on this corner here, the wiring goes underneath the actual lip, because this lip is designed so that the concrete block, when shaking, can never damage the wiring. And this point here, the wiring comes off and starts to go through to the front of the machine. Now if this was assembled incorrectly, this area here, then it is possible, because the screw comes through here, so it is possible that the wire has chafed against that screw over a long period of time while the machine was vibrating. And as you will see on the screen here, you can see the damage it's done to the circuit board. Maybe you will be able to approach the manufacturer, explain the situation, and maybe the manufacturer will replace the board free of charge for you, and hopefully that is the case. These things happen, you know, whether you have a car, a washing machine, you know, sometimes things are assembled not quite correctly, and my heart goes out to you. I understand the problem, but sometimes manufacturers will just shrug their shoulders and say it's 18 months old, it's outside of warranty, and you've got no claim. Hopefully that's not the case, because Beko is a good company. They have just acquired the Whirlpool Group, and they're a Turkish company that has really expanded well over the years and make pretty good products, and their workshop manuals and everything are second to none. And they allow us to actually help people repair their appliances. So what I've done for you is I've created a web page for you, and the link is in the description below. This web page has not only got the pictures if anyone else wants to see the damage, and it's showing the screw on the circuit board that has actually damaged the wire and the damage to the circuit board. But what I've done for you is get you the workshop manual, the wiring diagram for the machine, and also exploded diagrams of your machine to basically identify any components you ever need in the future. All this information is on the web page, and the link is in the description. When it comes to actually replacing the board, if you don't get any joy and you have to replace it yourself, I will tell you a couple of techniques. You can either replace it with a new genuine board, but that's not going to be cheap. I'll be straightforward with you, that could be in excess of £100. But I will tell you, if you have a look on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, because the machine is a couple of years old, sometimes someone may have damaged the machine, like warped the drum in the machine because they were washing trainers or something stupid. A machine may be disposed of because a child has ripped off the door by accident by swinging on it. These are all common things that happen, and sometimes, if you're lucky, you may find a machine that is being sold for parts on eBay, but it has a good circuit board. And this way you would be able to acquire a new circuit board for as little as £20 to £30 by buying the whole machine, and you'll have other spares as well. I'm sorry I can't be the bearer of any good news. There's no repair that you can do to repair the circuit board. It looks like it's fried quite a few circuits, and I wouldn't even attempt to repair it because some of those chips are very hard to identify, and unless you know the values of them, it is very hard to replace them. All I can say is good luck with your repair. I hope you have success with Beko. Thanks very much indeed for contacting us, and good luck with your repair.